initial assessment of that one?
It's a good one. It's frustrating. I think we played a really good first period. We had a really good start. I like our cohesion offensively in the first period. I didn't like our second period starting with getting in the box on ozone stuff. We talked when we came back from New Year's. We talked about the management of the second period, and we had, as a team, we struggled in the second period, and then following 3 games, we were excellent in the second period. We played the game the right way. We had the right mindset. We when I say play the game the right way, we'll be more precise. We play really fast. We aimed the opponent. We did not allow them to change. We were intense without the puck, so they didn't have time and space, so we were able to get the energy on our side all the time, and we had shot volume and so on and so forth. Today we arrived in the second period, and we were so good in the first. I don't know for which reason. We thought the second period will not be a fight or whatever. I don't know, but start getting in the box right from the beginning. So that caught the rhythm. Even in the first, there were a penalty on the other side, and there's a few guys who had tough time to get their rhythm because it's tough to get to have rhythm on your ice time and your next shift. So long story short, it built up in the second period, and instead to recover, we got worse, and that was the game.
I think that's what it is. Like you're talking about a mental break almost when you get to the second, and how do you kind of move away from that? Because the guys obviously know it's happening.
That's a good question, but there's no reason to have any excuses. We had a great first period. You need to show up in the second and be even better because the other side they will push. They're one of the best team in the NHL in the last 12 games or so, whatever. They have 2 or 3 losses in the last 12 games. So what you expect? You expect you will have 60 minutes, you will roll them over, they won't push back? No, they will push back. You get three power play in the first, 3 or 4 power play in the first period, 5-on-3. Don't you expect if you do something wrong in the offensive zone, you will get called? Come on, you need to be a big boy. That's at some point. On my side, it's time to all of us, coaches, players, take our responsibility and need to be better than that. That's what I think.
That meeting that you mentioned, talking about the second period and whatnot, what was kind of the key focus of that meeting? Was there one thing that you wanted the guys to?
Yeah, the competitiveness of our player, I often talk about that. But the competitiveness, when you're competitive and you really want to be a difference maker, there's a downside of it. You're trying to do too much. And there's a lot of extended shift was happening in the second period. And the difference is if you're 30 seconds in your shift, I know you still have energy. But now if you're going in the offense, that goes with the price is now you have to come back as well. It's not just to go to a destination. Now you need to come back home after. So if you're 30 seconds in your shift and you go on offense in the second period, now let's say you have success. You're 45 seconds in your shift. You're in your zone. Now they recover the puck. Now how much gas you have in your tank to come back and defend? I think that the answer is pretty easy. So now they attack tired player. So now they have possession, they make plays, they should not make play, and stuff like that. You look their goal at 4-on-4, that's exactly what happened. We have opportunity to change, we don't change now, we have tired player, we contain them, they make play, they look like the Red Army. Well, when you play against a tired team, that's how it looks. So you need to manage the game better than that, and that's not throwing them under the bus, and it's all of us. It's coaches and player, we're all in this together. It's one team, it's not one or the other. But that's something we've been really good in the last 3 games. Fantastic against the Island. It was our best period against Florida, who's the best team in the league in the second period. We had the upper end. We dominated the scoring chance, dominated the possession. We did a really good job. Now we arrived today and we did it and cost us the game. So it's frustrating.
What did you see from John Marino in his first game?
Good NHL player, had poise with the puck, made good breakout. Obviously, you need to understand, first time you play in our structure, play in the system, you arrive, it was not a training camp game today. You know, Montreal is a much better team than last time we played them. That was not easy for him, but he did a great job.
What was the strategy behind putting him with Ian Cole in the third period as opposed to Yusuf Allen?
Well, we did want to increase a little bit his ice time and push the pace a little bit, and he played with a little bit of everybody in the third. We really pushed the pace, so that was not steady pairing in the third. Let's put that way.
What's the process of getting him acclimated to the team, and then just getting his chemistry with everyone?
Yeah, there were a lot of videos. There were a lot of him in the meeting, understanding the situation of the team, what we try to do better, what we're good at, and stuff like that. And there were a lot of individual meeting as well with coaches to understand all the little detail in what we're trying to do. And there were the practice and him paying attention as well during when we were playing game, what was working, what was not working. So I think, all in all, I think he did a good job.
When you look back earlier in the season, you guys had some struggles, some weeks. What were some things that helped you to emerge from those, and how can you kind of apply that?
Yeah, today I like the way we play offensively. The team the other side, I think we had more speed of the rush in the ozone. We generate good offense. I think there's a lot of positive in that way. In the third period, we have 20 shot attempts. So there's positive. So I like the way we play offensively today. I think one theme was we were good defensively when we had even when we had a tough time. I think today we were not as good defensively. So it's try to connect the dots and make sure we connect both. I really like the way we play offensively. We need to duplicate that, but we need to tighten it up a little bit defensively.
Just the second period, it felt like first started well and then things kind of fell apart there. Feels maybe like a pattern this season. Is there anything to point to for why that happens?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it as a group. The second period as a whole, it hasn't been great this season. So, reasons for that, it's, long changes. There's obviously, sometimes you get hemmed in your defensive zone and you get tired and you got to find ways to get off the ice. So we've talked about it. We got to be better as players. We know what we have to do, and it's frustrating losing a game like that, especially the way we came out in the first. I thought we lost our composure a bit, and wasn't much flow with all the penalties and whatnot. But from myself to everyone, I think we got way more, and that's about it. I don't really have more of an explanation. It's frustrating because we know we can be better. We know we could have a better record, and it's not going the way we want right now. So it's time to everyone look in the mirror, and I think when it's times like this, you just work. You got to find ways to work. We know the game plan. We know what we can do. So it just comes down to effort, I think.
You got your first goal in a bit. Does that help individually, mentally at all moving forward?
Yeah, it was tough sledding as far as goals go for a while. So for me, it's just trying to get to the net, and it went in. But I got to find ways to contribute offensively, and like I said, I think everyone's got a little bit more.
4 points in the new year, 6 games. Is there something that's different about the new year? Obviously, new lines and everything, but what's changed?
I don't know. I guess I just I've been in situations where it's not going well, and you keep weathering the storm, and eventually volume ends up creating production, obviously. But for me, it's in the D zone. That's where it starts. If I'm playing well in the D zone, I'm trying to help the team in any way. But I guess individually it doesn't matter right now. We just got to find a way as a team to be a little more cohesive, and like I said, I think this group has way more.
What did you see on your goal today?
I mean, it was just a rebound and I slapped it at the net. It wasn't anything crazy, but I think it's that's how you get out of slumps. But yeah.
Do you take any comfort in knowing that you guys have been able to get yourself out of some slumps this season, that you can do it again?
Yeah, I guess at home we definitely want to change it. I don't know why we've been struggling at home and in front of our fans that have showed a lot of support for us. Feel for them, and I don't know. I just think we'll find a way, but it's going to take some digging and looking in the mirror.
Obviously, not the result you guys wanted, but just how did you feel in your first game with the team?
Yeah, it took a couple of shifts to get your legs under you, and just kind of the rhythm and the flow of the game with with all the penalties and stuff, taking shifts off and everything. But I think it's a step in the right direction.
Just health-wise, are you feeling 100% coming back?
Yeah, feeling pretty good.
I guess what went wrong in that second period? It felt like you guys had a good start, and then things kind of fell apart there.
Yeah, obviously starts with penalties, and they get momentum off of that. Kind of swings the game flow a little bit from there, and then obviously they get that goal at the end of the period too, and that was a huge momentum killer.
What is the process of just developing chemistry with a new team?
Yeah, it's tough, missing out Chanka and everything, but you're able to come in, have a couple practice with everyone, be around the group as much as you can, and staff and organization, everyone in the room has been great helping me. So it's just a learning process.
How much have you been able to be around the team while you've been out?
Yeah, I was able to go on the last road trip, but obviously in the beginning you're not able to travel and everything kind of away from the team, so it's hard in the beginning, but obviously it gets better.
Do you think switching D partners in the third period was beneficial? And was that just to get reps with different guys and get more comfortable with different guys, or was that a game plan kind of thing?
Yeah, hopefully we're a decor. We can play with everyone. We're a pretty tight decor here, so that's it doesn't really matter who's out there. We should have chemistry with each other no matter what.
Was it, I don't know, emotional at all coming out for warm-ups? Your rehab was close to, you hadn't played in 9 months, just to be back in the game.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with the atmosphere here and the crowd and everything too, and the whole setup. So yeah, it was pretty emotional coming out.
I know you rehabbed a lot with Sean Jersey. Just what's the relationship now that you're back and he's still a bit out?
Obviously, unfortunately, it was nice to have him there. Have some company and get to know him and kind of learn the ropes of the team through him.
What's your goal for next game? Is there a goal for next game?
Just kind of build off each game. Obviously, you want to start with a win here, and just simple steps here. Just win the game.